hell no. Now that's better. This is your president, MiZZ Entertainment, and welcome to the Power Hour. We getting ready to kick this thing off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right. What's up, everybody? This is your girl, MiZZ Entertainment. I am your president of the Real Ass People Society. So welcome to the Power Hour on Terradome Entertainment Radio, where we play the best hits from old school to new school, hip-hop, R&B, and more. So go to TerradomeENTRadio.com, click on the Listen Live button, and you can catch us on Live 365. And of course, I'm not in the place alone. Let me introduce my Chief Entertainment Officer, DJ Talented.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? I'm going to throw me some claps in there. What's happening? What's going on? How y'all doing today?
We're doing good. I'm waiting on your...
Oh, you waiting on my favorite saying?
Yes.
It's better to be above it than under it. You dig?
You dig. That's what I'm talking about. And in the studio for the first time on the Power Hour, owner of Eagle Vision Media, Mr. Trey Brown.
How y'all doing? Glad to be here. Thank you for the invite.
Yeah,
this is my first podcast, so
well, great. Hey, we popped your cherry.
Yeah. I did. So take it easy on me.
All right, before we get into the show, I do my wellness check. So how have your week been going so far?
It's been going good. Just same old routine. I do work at a church. I do their Bible studies and announcements, and I do video for them. I also do like other content stuff for that church, and then editing for the company, KBC and Media. Mm-hmm. I do some of their podcast work, and then social media stuff. So yeah.
But how has your week been so far? Cause we're gonna get into all that stuff you do.
Okay. Well, yeah, my week's been good. Kind of tired, but I mean that's normal.
Hey, better tired than just very, like, damn, I need something to do.
Right, yeah, no, definitely. I try to stay busy because, I get bored easy, so it's like I got to find something to do. So
Good for you. DJ Tyler, how have your week been?
It's been long for me. It's just been long. Other than work, come home, start doing things for the business and, trying to get some sleep here and there.
Sleep when you're dead.
Okay. Remember you said that.
Sleep when you're dead. Well, for me, I guess it's been, busy. I guess I'm actually trying to learn how to relax because DJ Talented, it's like I'm like a little Energizer bunny just all over the place.
Uh-huh.
So I'm trying to learn how to relax, and then I do what I put my phone on Do Not Disturb at a certain time, so it'll help me keep from looking at my phone. Now I still look over. Yeah. I'm working on me. So yes, I am trying to shut it down, at a certain time because that does play on your health. And I want to be around to see my grandkids have their kids, So yeah. Ooh, I just dated myself. Never mind. But anyway, that is the truth.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's
yes.
What's up.
So yeah. So I'm working on it, work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
But the key is working. So I'm all good with that. All right, DJ Talented. Are we ready to jump into the discussion? So you can play my intro, please. So again, we got Mr. Trey Brown in the studio, owner of Eagle Vision Media. So you're a cinematographer, and what actually got you into that field? And what was the attraction? What drew you?
I've always loved movies as a kid. Very inspired by Jurassic Park. you're gonna laugh at this, but Speed Racer also. Have you seen that?
No.
It's
I know what it is, but
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
didn't
it's
capture me.
honestly, like it's a sleeper. But also, I mean, I've always with any movie, you know how on DVDs they came out with the behind the scenes, the making
yeah.
of, and I would like watch that for like hours. Like, oh my, like how many people did it take to actually like make this movie? So I've always been interested.
That always interests me more than doggone movie.
Yeah, like exactly, like the making of, and like the director's cut when they sit back and like talk about the film.
Yes.
Like, oh, we did this for this part, and like, okay, that's interesting. Like, okay, like
I love that
yeah,
part.
yeah. So
Yeah.
and then in college, I went to school for media production, but I took a lot of like film courses in that. So technically, it was film production, but they called it media production because they didn't have that in the field. But fell in love with it, making short films with my colleagues and friends and stuff. I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. I can see myself doing this.
Okay.
Yeah,
So tell me your approach to the visual storytelling. What do you do to help you believe in that role? You know, shaping up your narrative or your film or your short films. What is your process?
I start out with one or two words that the focus is on, that I'm gonna center it around and like bring it at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, I recently did a little like 1-2 minute short called Solitude, and it was me just sitting alone. But at the end, I brought up the title Solitude to, okay, this is what that means. So I started with one word, and then I kind of visualized, all right, how can I make this simple but effective? Like, how can I get the point across? So, I mean, I start out, in my mind, I see like images, wide, medium, close up, and that's how I think. That's how I try to go each scene. So, yeah.
That was my next question, to talk about one of the projects that you've done. And so that's good. For me, I am one of those that I guess don't necessarily like rules. I like what I like. And do you follow a process? Because I know that there's a process for being like a DP, you know, got to have this type of shot, or not necessarily, I guess, a rule thing. Is that you?
No,
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I try to break it any way possible, but also I try. Well, I use it. I how can I say this? I use it as effect. Well, if it doesn't suit the story, I won't use it. Like, even if it does follow the rules, like a symmetrical shot, for example. I'm like, what's the point of this shot? So I'm like, okay, no, we gotta change this angle around. So yeah.
Okay. Because I always say this, one of the favorite, the number one movie for me is The Harder They Fall, because of the different risks that they took for shots. You know, they didn't follow the blueprint. You have to have this, like this.
Yeah.
I was like, that movie to me it did not get its just due. But that was so amazing of some of the risks that they did for us, those different shots. Because, like, he didn't do a typical over the shoulder. He did, like, from the top of the head down, looking down. I was like, I love it.
Yep.
And then some of the close-up, he did, like, on beat, a close in, then another close in. And I was like, love that movie. So that's why I guess I encourage my DP to take those risks. You don't have to follow those rules. I'm not that type of. I like thinking outside the box. So, my DP. He's looking for a button to push on me. No, God, no. But yes, I definitely. I encourage to think outside the box.
Right, yeah.
There's no this thing here is, for me, it's no rules as long as it looks good.
It's very subjective, yeah.
Yeah, as long as it looks good. That's what I'm looking for in telling that story. So, kudos.
Yeah.
Kudos, kudos. So, what are some of your biggest technical challenges you face?
I feel like uh probably the audio side, honestly.
Say more.
Well, okay, the editing the audio, like Foley and sound effects and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've always struggled with that because it's like a lot of layering you got to do to make it sound real. And I've gotten to a point where okay, it's decent, but it's not blow your mind quality. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm still learning. Like, okay, I gotta what would this sound like with this? Because back to the project, I'm Solitude. There was like a punching bag sound that I used to like drop my bag on the bed. I mean,
Okay.
it worked, but it's not the sound that.
That you're looking for.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily what I was looking for, but it's not a sound that a bag would make dropping on the bed.
Okay.
But the bed was squeaky, and I was like, okay, what if I like throw like a punching bag dropping or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and then layered it with like a duffel bag. And
Okay.
So yeah.
To get this that process of achieving the actual sound that you hear in your head of what you're trying to do. Okay.
The visual side is easier, but
Yeah.
like that audio is like okay.
Yeah, trying to get that perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this then. Let's go back to your actual being a DP for is the camera. How do you choose the right lens and just angles when you're doing your stories?
I look at a lot of different films that convey the feeling that I'm trying to invoke.
Okay.
I'm subscribed to Film Deck, so
Never heard of that. Tell me.
it's like a website where they have like a bunch of screen grabs from movies, and then they'll tell you like what angle they use, what lens they use, what time of day, all this different stuff about that particular shot.
Okay.
So, yeah, I just look at like a bunch of screen grabs. I'm like, okay, or like I'll type in search sad face, something like that, and then okay, what lens did they use? They used a wide angle, but they were like 1 feet away, which distorted the face a little bit, which gave a feeling of discomfort or something. So, yeah.
See, that's the part that I guess I definitely leave that to you all. I try and convey as a director what I'm looking for. So yeah. Okay. And then I guess like the colors, and I never get that part. Can you explain using different colors, to evoke that feeling?
Yeah.
What's your process on that?
I try to keep it simple with lighting.
Okay.
From what I've seen on the behind the scenes, well, not from behind the scenes, but just like looking at other people who do short films, they tend to overcomplicate their lighting.
Okay.
So I just try to shape it the best way I can. Now with lighting, I follow more lighting rules than I do like visual rules.
Well, yeah, you probably have to on that one.
Yeah. So I mean, for like warmer, warmer tones, warmer scenes, I might use like a orange color, and then yeah, I don't really like deviate from too much from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I love backlighting, so shooting on the darker side of the face, gives a more cinematic appeal. And
True.
yeah,
Gives
so
it more depth, I guess.
Yeah. I just that's the process of trying to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look at you. Are there key elements that you consider when you're getting ready to compose a shot?
Yeah. From what the director tells me,
Okay.
what they're trying to convey in this scene, where are we shooting at? Because we can be in a small space, and that's like a factor because of lighting. How to control that light, because if we're in a room like this with all white walls, that's gonna be a hard light to control because you're gonna have light
Bouncing off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, location, what time of day. I mean, stuff like that.
So we've been working on a project together. But here's my question: how do you handle the creative differences between the director and the producer? Because I know with this project, me and the producer didn't always see eye to eye.
Yeah.
You almost like stuck in the middle. Cause I was like, Trey, what you think?
Right. Yeah. I try to just listen to both sides and take it in, and then okay, well, what solution would be best for both parties? And then, well, at least, or if it comes to it, like on shoot day, if we want two different shots, just do both shots, and then whatever looks better in the edit, if we have time, just give a professional opinion. I mean, if I end up offending someone, I mean, it's okay because I mean, it's a film. It's like a creative project.
It is.
Yeah. So
and
you're gonna bump heads. So
we all want the best, from the best.
Right. Yeah.
But
yeah.
but sometimes there is definitely different view.
I believe in fighting for your creativity.
Yeah.
Not necessarily trying to imprint yourself on the film, but like, okay, if you see something like that we need to do, like, okay, we need to do this shot instead of this. So yeah, I'll fight for that.
Okay. And we was talking about where you do some work for, because you have your own business, of course, and you do work for, what's the name of the other one?
KBCN Media, Kingdom Business Communication Network.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell me something about that network.
So they help people produce podcasts like you guys. They help with websites. If they need help with social media, they'll do that too. Yeah.
Okay.
So
how's that experience working with them?
it was cool. That's where I first started out. They took me in after college.
Oh,
I
wow.
got connected with them. Yeah. Through a family friend who knew them. So I lucked out with that. I thank God for that. So, cause it's as you know, it's hard to find like jobs like right out of college at an entry level in film. Well, at least for me it was, cause I'm like, okay, where do I go?
Yeah.
I'm looking on Indeed. I'm like trying to find a job. I'm like, okay, they need 5 years experience. I'm like, right, it's an entry level job. Why do you need, 5 years experience for an entry level job? So it's been crazy. But yeah, I started out working with them in like 2019, 2020. And they just let me grow from there. They let me experiment, do whatever style I wanted, and like, okay, they'll just tell me, okay, I don't like that. This don't work.
Okay.
This works. And I was like, okay, let me research. Let me go to YouTube. Let me see what other people are doing. Okay, how can I implement and learn from what they're doing? And yeah, I've just built my skill from there. And yeah, I'm thankful for those guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me some of your most memorable projects that you worked on.
There's been so many, but one that sticks out is back in college, a student film that we did. It was a horror short.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was the Night of the Living Teacher, something like that. But yeah, it was about a college teacher who kills their students because we skipped class.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. It was goofy, but it turned out pretty good. We did like. Have you seen the meme with Ray J where he kept turning his hat when he kept cutting with him? But yeah, we will do that. Like, it'll have me in the scene with my hat facing forward, and then the next time you see me, my hat is behind.
Okay.
Yeah, like stuff like we'll do like silly stuff like that. But that was the most fun I had.
Getting your script supervisor in trouble.
Right. Yeah. Right.
It's like, who has a script supervisor on this?
And the people who worked on it, they were like super cool too. They're very creative people. So yeah, I always love working with other creative people because it helps me get better and gets my brain flowing. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there anyone that you would love to work with that you see yourself working with?
Tyler, the Creator.
Tell me more.
He's a rapper, but all of his music videos have a theme, and they're like so well thought out and put together, And it's like, bro, like, how do you come up with the stuff that he comes up with? And it's like everywhere. He's a fashion designer too, so he has his own clothing line. It's like, man, like he does like dope stuff that I want to, maybe one day be a part of. So yeah.
I love, because it seems like that's something that we have lost as far as like the music videos, where it actually tells a story.
Yes.
Some of the stuff is like that don't make sense. You're talking about shoes and you riding a camel. I don't get that. It just don't connect with me. So I definitely love. I'm hoping that we'll go back to the storytelling where it actually follows the song and you get it, and it's like, wow,
Yep. And the one thing I love about him, each album has a different persona, and he like embodies that character. It's almost like acting. He's acting as whatever character he has for that album, and man, it's like, it's so cool. Yeah, I
like
love it.
forever. Remember the times, one of the great videos, just actual storytelling, So, I don't know. I definitely miss that.
Yeah.
So, and me being a creative, that's what I look to do is tell the story around, what's going on, for is that actual, whatever the script is, or even like the music video. I try and tell that story.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, my last question,
Okay.
if you can give advice to folks that are, people that want to get into this career field, because like you were saying, when you're coming out of college, you ain't really no jobs for you. What would you tell them, and then for is, getting started?
If you're thinking about going to film school, highly consider not, because it's not. I don't think it's necessary unless you want to just go back and like learn a few things of the trade. But I would just say go out and make your own stuff. Just go out and suck, because you're not gonna make a Steven Spielberg film on your first day. So just go out every day. If you're a photographer, just take 100 photos a day. If you're a cinematographer or a filmmaker, just make like very short, simple films, and like just get like 100 films. Not necessarily 100. I'm just throwing a number. Like
Right.
just go out and make stuff. See what works, see what doesn't, and then once you build your skill, once you get your portfolio to where you need it, I won't say like the work will come, but it'll be easier to show people, okay, I have this under my belt. And then learn the business side too. That's something I'm still learning and struggling with, honestly. But yeah, you got to learn the business side, because if you can't sell yourself, then it don't matter how good your films are.
Right.
If people don't see it, or if you can't sell it to anybody,
Yeah.
you're just gonna be
There.
yeah, definitely.
It's just there. Nobody knows. So, yeah. Okay, good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really good advice. All right, Mr. Man, Mr. DJ Talented, let's move on to the real ass question of the day.
Say what?
All right, Trey, like I said, I took it easy on you, but this is a good one, though.
Okay.
All right, you and your significant other, y'all took a break from your relationship. It just sometimes it just is what it is. It's like, hey, maybe I need to see what else is out there, or I just need a break from you. Now, during the break, as you going through all your stuff, you realize that, okay, this is the right person for me, right? And you want to get back with that person. So you like, hey, let's go out for dinner, and you profess, your heart and the things that you really want them, you want to get back together. So, at dinner, they also agreed, like, yeah, I want to get back with you too. But I do have something to tell you. So they're telling you that, okay, during the break, see, we wasn't together, but now I'm pregnant, and it's from your best friend. Now again, y'all on break, so you can do what you want to do. You wasn't in that committed relationship, so this is what happened. So what do you do? Do you get back, or do you like?
Yeah, it's time to move on because that's.
But y'all was on the break.
But the best friend though, like, you can't. It's like some certain people you just can't go for, you know. But I would be more mad. No, I can't. I can't even be mad because you're right. We're on break technically, yeah. So, but dang, it would hurt. It would hurt. I mean, I lost a best friend that day too. So it's kind of like, dang.
You know, they were like, you know, at one of those moments where she, you know, crying on the shoulders and them consoling, and one thing led to another, and boom.
Yeah. I don't. You intentionally did that. Like you could have stopped that. Like I understand one thing leads to another, but you can always like pull out and stop. But I mean, they went for it. I mean, I wish them the best, but I'm out. Yeah.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.
DJ Tyler, what do you think?
Well,
You said you could have pulled out.
Could have.
but see, my thing on that is that's a double plot right there. Your friend was plotting, and she was plotting. Because no matter how long that breakup was, you know not to mess with her. If this was a person that I truly had feelings for, my friend already know you can't go there. And then for her to allow my friend to go there with her, that means y'all was thinking about this while we was together.
Could it not be? Could have been just like, we was drinking one night and we was just being consoled and just, things just happen.
One thing that I was always told from a woman is a woman know who she wants to fuck before she even get to that point. She can look at a man and say, oh, I want to do him. It's just women know what they're going to allow and what they're not going to allow.
Right, exactly. Like,
so,
yeah. And like, why you in that situation? Why you drinking with him anyway? Like, y'all alone in there.
Friends too. Your friend, my friend.
Look, women most of the time cannot have male friends because that male friend always wants to get you.
They waiting.
So when you open the box, he gonna go in there as far as he can. Mm-hmm. And if he going all the way through the box.
So are you guys saying that you cannot be friends with opposite sex?
You can.
Okay, without going there.
You can't put yourself in certain situations. You can't be one-on-one drinking alone with this man, Mm-hmm. Because like we're naturally attracted to women, no matter if we friends or not. If somebody, like he said, open that box, we gonna see how far we can take it. Friends or not, like so.
Yep. So in that case with women, they know who they will and who they won't do it to sober. So if they get drunk, they ain't gotta worry. Oh, we on the break. I can mess with whoever I want to mess with.
I was drunk. I was tipsy.
Yeah. But you know that if you drunk and tipsy, what can possibly happen if you having a man over your house at certain times drinking?
Okay, well, let's do this. Let's take the best friend out.
Okay.
So it was just somebody that came along. You didn't know. She didn't know that this became friends while y'all was on that break because you weren't together. And she still got pregnant. What would you do? Would you still want to leave or would you see if that thing can work?
With me, it depends. It depends on how did this situation happen. So if it's just a random dude, that means you just randomly trying to find somebody to take the spot for the moment. If it's somebody that she knew, has this been in her mind to do this all along? Or to at least have sex with the person all along? So, again, it goes back to women know who they want to mess with before they mess with them.
Does the time play a part in that? Like, you guys were on a break for, like, let's say you were on a break for, like, 3 months. Y'all doing your own thing. But now you're like, hey, let's get back together. Now, in between that, she met somebody, and they actually started, seeing if things can work between them. And she got pregnant. Does that matter?
Being pregnant out in a 3-month period, that's another hard one, because if you allow, so it depends on how long it took me to fuck, basically.
What?
The reason that I said like that is, if it took me 90 days, as y'all say y'all be putting on men, that's 3 months. You met somebody within 3 months and you didn't F them and you got pregnant by them within 3 months? Nah, I'm not going back.
So what if it took 2 weeks for y'all to fuck? And then, okay, now what?
If it took 2 weeks for us,
Yeah.
and it took 2 weeks for her, okay, fine. But you allowed this man that you only knew for 2 weeks.
No, you still, y'all been on the break for 3 months.
Right.
They start dating, that she got to have that period of time, like maybe a month, to, get past the hurt or whatever.
Mm.
So then she started talking to somebody else, and then within, I guess, a couple of weeks, they started becoming intimate. Now, y'all been intimate too, unprotected.
Yeah.
So it could have happened to y'all. So what difference does it make if she has y'all on the break, she moved on? You've been doing your thing out there too. You just hadn't gotten caught.
But I feel differently if it was a stranger though.
Okay.
Like if she didn't know him, and then it just randomly happened. Okay, I can see that.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't get back together because you're pregnant. Like, you pregnant with somebody else. I'm not raising unless she's already has a kid and I'm pursuing her in that way. But like you got pregnant by another man, like
You out.
yeah. I'm cool. I'm cool on it.
Okay. DJ Challenger, you cool regardless? I mean, you gonna, because to me, you making all these excuses like.
It's not excuses. It's just the real. If she got pregnant, then I don't know if I can go back.
Okay.
Yeah, if she got pregnant, if she had sex with him and didn't get pregnant, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I can get past that. But nah, you got pregnant. Like that's a whole child. Like you like tied with this man forever.
True.
No matter if we move on or not, like you still got connection with this man. So
True.
it's like I got to deal with him. I got to see him.
Yeah. To remind you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if it's just multiple randoms that she done ran through and just one of them caught her, you definitely don't want to get back with that.
Okay, well, let's flip the script. Your ass got somebody pregnant. What would you do? Would you hold it against her for not wanting to take you back? Because now you got to deal with a baby mama.
No, I can't hold it against her because her feelings is her feelings. She feel how she feel. But, in society, it's a whole lot different for a man to do it than a woman to do it. Because a man is the one that has to enter. The woman to do the thing. So, a man don't have to be entered.
Well, he could.
He could, yeah.
Now, I said it like this.
He could.
I said it like this.
No, God, please, no.
He could.
He could be entered, but I'm saying he don't have to be entered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A woman has to be entered in some way, shape, form, or fashion to be able to get that done, to be able to have a baby or whatever the case may be. And if it's just random man and just spurting up and shooting up the club, I definitely couldn't get back with her.
Okay, but just always remember it could be flipped. So when you're making those decisions, how would it play out if it was you?
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Like, yeah, I wouldn't expect her to take me back. But, I mean, hey, if you want to get back, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I just got another one out of that one, but I'll wait. I'll save that for the next one.
Okay.
All right, that was my real ass question of the day. Okay, let's move on to celebrating some Black excellence. All right. Every week we recognize and celebrate the achievements and contributions African Americans have made to this country. Today we celebrate Thelma Mothershed Ware. She was a Black activist who was the eldest member of the Little Rock 9 group, who attended Little Rock Central High School following the 1954 Brown versus Board education court case. The Little Rock Nine was a group of African American students who began the integration and desegregation of an all-white school in Little Rock, Arkansas. This group of brave students were tormented, ridiculed, harassed, and even assaulted daily for simply attending what we would now consider a regular public school. The governor of Arkansas set up military guards to escort these 9 students to and from school, as well as between classes. These original 9 students eventually led the way to the desegregation of all public schools in that area. So today, Thelma Mother Shed Ware, we still salute you for your contributions to making this country. Ooh, Lord, I'll have to get that one again. So today, Thelma Mother Shed Ware, we salute you for your contributions to making this country great. Rest in peace. All right, announcements. Night of Expression Artist Showcase on November 3rd, starting at 7 p.m. at the Limelight Theater here in Atlanta. We will have some amazing artists gracing the stage for one night only, so get your tickets at www.noeatlanta.com. And that is our show, but before we close, we need to pay some bills. So here is a word from our sponsor, Terradome Entertainment. Terradome Entertainment. We turn your fear of dreaming into amazing realities. If your dream is to become a photographer, we have a nice intimate photo studio just for you. If you want to record that next hit song or do voiceover work, we have a state-of-the-art studio also for you. If you want to professionally record your own podcast, well, we have that too. Check us out at www.terradomeentertainment.com. We are the only ones to turn your fear of dreaming into amazing realities. All right. Shout out to Dude over there, producer extraordinaire for some of those beats. Good Lord. Shout out to Dude over there, producer extraordinaire for some of those beats. If you have any questions, please email us at info@terradomeent.com. That's info@terradomeent.com. Final words, DJ Talented.
If you do the break thing.
Good Lord.
To be honest, I don't believe in that.
You don't believe in break?
I don't believe in a break. If either you want to be with me or you don't. So, and same goes for me. Either I want to be with the person or I don't. I don't believe in a break because in that instance, that what you said could happen. Mm-hmm. And I know I ain't gonna go back with nobody, no fresh baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate children, but I'm not gonna go back to somebody that has allowed a man to go in there and just shoot up all over the club. So I just can't do that. Nope, not at all.
Okay. Trey, final words.
Thank you guys. This is a dope studio, man. Like for real, this is really dope. This is a dope setup. I enjoy being here.
Oh,
and,
good.
Yeah,
We enjoy having you too.
thank you for popping my cherry. So.
No problem. No problem.
No! God, please, no! No!
All right, it is Real Ass Check Your Truth time. So, I was recently honored with an award that recognized the work I've poured into this particular organization, and to say I was surprised and deeply humbled would be an understatement. For me, the work I do, especially in diversity, equity, and inclusion, is far more than just a role. It is my passion. Growing up as an African American woman in the South, I encountered my share of exclusion, discrimination, and missed opportunities simply because of my race, gender, or even sometimes both. Those experiences really shaped me, fueling a promise I made to myself as a child. If I ever got the chance to help others who have been overlooked or counted out due to circumstances beyond their control, I would do everything in my power to elevate and support them. So receiving this recognition for fulfilling that personal vow is a feeling that is really difficult to put into words. It's a powerful reminder that we all have the ability to make a difference when we stay true to our purpose. I'm living proof. Never stop pursuing your dreams and never let anyone or anything stand in your way. But with that's a responsibility to pay it forward. There are forces out there that may not want us to succeed. Don't let that happen. Reach back and bring someone along with you on your journey. Let the world know you are here, ready to shine, and equipped with the tools to do so. I am your president of the Real As People Society. God bless you and these United States of America. All right, join us, the Real As People Society crew, here on Terradome Entertainment Radio, and catch replays on TerradomeENTRadio.com or on Terradome ENT YouTube or on all your podcast apps. You can also hit us up on IG at PowerHour_Raps_crew. I am your president, MiZZ Entertainment. You can contact me at MiZZ_Entertainment_ATL. And my chief entertainment officer?
DJ Talented _1 on socials.
All right. And our guest today, Mr. Trey Brown. How can people contact you?
Oh, no, sorry. You can follow my IG at EagleVision_media and working on the website. So,
Okay, there you go. All right, as always, I leave you with this. Be kind to each other, love one another, keep God first. Thank you for joining. Stay safe, and we're out.